No smokes, Elon Musk may require surgery. Now, we've got to talk about this. This has all been coming up in talk about the exact date of the fight Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk have set up. Mark Zuckerberg has been requesting a date in August, but he complains that he hasn't heard back yet. Musk is now alleging that one of the reasons for the delay is, well, the following. Exact date still in flux. I'm getting an MRI of my neck and upper back tomorrow. May require surgery before the fight can happen. We'll know within this week, we'll know this week. So let's discuss what this could mean, and keep in mind, while I'm not a doctor, I've got some basic ideas of what's going on here, and I'd love for people to add more commentary in the comments, but we're also going to talk about what this could mean for Tesla stock and other Elon Musk endeavors. So first and foremost, Elon Musk is 6'1", probably weighs over 200 pounds. He's got like 5 inches of height on Zuck. He's going to have more reach. And he says he's going to do the whale to Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg, whom a lot of people are like, he doesn't have that much to do over at Meta, has got a lot of time to train. He's 5'8", he's about 154 pounds. He's kind of been coming across as this jiu-jitsu and MMA master, and it's been pretty impressive with a black belt and in fights on video, and you know, he seems pretty dang athletic, okay? And look, I'm going to give a lot of credit where credit is due here. I've just started trying to do jiu-jitsu for about maybe like 4 or 5 training sessions, and it is hard. Although it turns out that I guess my arm is a lot more flexible than I thought it was. It might even be double jointed. So I guess there's some benefits to weird genetics. But anyway, I was thinking about Elon Musk. Elon Musk is 52. It's worth noting that's 13 years older than Mark Zuckerberg. And we're not talking about a 21-year-old tussling with a 34-year-old. We're going from 39 to 52. I mean, Mark Zuck is basically wrestling with Mitch McConnell here. Okay, that went too far, but there's some legitimate potential issues that Elon Musk could be running into that aren't necessarily a sign that everybody who owns Tesla stock needs to panic, because obviously this means Elon Musk is going to die. No, nobody actually thinks that, and the odds of that are quite low based on what we're gathering here from these tweets. But there are some very common ailments that happen, especially once you start approaching 60. Probably the most common would be a herniated disc, and this is kind of like when the jelly in the middle of your spinal cord seeps through the exterior casing, and then it ends up pressing against nerves. It could lead to numbness in your arms and legs, and also, quite frankly, weakness. So, in fairness, it might not be too much of an excuse to blame age in the event that Elon loses, but that could also be why his mom, May Musk, says, bro, just don't go. An MRI can help visualize how bad this is, and remember, this is actually pretty common to start occurring between 30 to 50, but by 60, about 20% of the population will have a herniated disc. So, could be that, could not be. It's worth noting, though, that fights, especially with sudden impacts, can put additional strain on discs and really just basically lead to tearing, protrusions, increased pressure, and really just a worsening of all that crap. The second thing is degenerative disc disease. Some people call it a disease. Some people just say it's not really a disease. It's just sort of a natural deterioration that starts with age. Quite frankly, this is probably more likely, given that by 60% of people will have some form of degenerative disc disease. And chronic pain is pretty common here, so it's possible that Elon Musk maybe is experiencing some degree of pain, and because he's experiencing pain, he's thinking, well, is a fight potentially going to make this worse? And in consultation, hopefully with his doctors, he is probably hearing, hey, maybe we should check this out first. Especially since the force and impact of a fight could also exacerbate deteriorating discs, because it could wear on them more, it could tear them, you could deteriorate them more, and then you start going down the road of more serious complications, which isn't great. Then there's potentially spinal stenosis. Not super familiar with this one, though I do suspect this is probably the least likely, even though it is most common in those over 50. Elon is only 52 here. And this has to do with a narrowing of the spinal canal, which compresses nerves. And quite frankly, again, leads to more compression. So these are all really serious issues that you should probably evaluate how bad certain deterioration has gone before you start damaging things even more. And if there is surgery that can be conducted to preventatively mitigate some of the potential risks by potentially alleviating pain, giving some recovery time, giving some training time, building some muscle around, wherever surgery might be conducted, we're probably honestly looking more at like a Christmas match here, or maybe an Easter match than an August match. So I just want to be clear here. Yes, Elon Musk does say he is actively lifting weights throughout the day, preparing for the fight. He says he doesn't have time to work out, so he brings his weights to work. He posted a video of him lifting weights while at work. I don't know that entirely this is because Elon Musk definitely has ailments. That could be a contributor. There is some murmuring of people saying, hey, Elon's kind of looking for a way out, given that he's got a lot of things going on, okay? It's not just SpaceX, Starlink. He still needs to deliver my frickin' Starlink order for my plane. I'm still waiting. I already gave $150K deposit. I feel like a Roadster pre-buyer at this point. Anyway, so obviously we've got SpaceX, we've got Tesla, we've got XAI, we've got a lot of endeavors that Elon is working on. This is a short list here. Obviously, we've got now X, in other words, Twitter here. There's a lot, and I don't know that the fight is probably the best thing for Elon Musk. So I do expect some delay here, and wouldn't be surprised that there's some kind of doctor letter that happens to come out, maybe even 2 or 3 doctor letters that end up saying, hey, you know what, you're going to be paralyzed if you do this fight, or something like that. And then Elon's going to have to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to appoint a replacement. And honestly, he should just put in like a Logan Paul or something like that. And then we should see Logan Paul get creamed by Mark Zuckerberg, and it'll sell a lot more Prime either way. Like something like this is probably a more likely outcome, especially given some risks here. Now, is there, as a result of Musk's age, now, is there potentially also some risk to Tesla stock in the near term of people thinking, oh my gosh, he's going to need surgery, and therefore, what if he dies? And then, Tesla stock plummets or whatever. Of course, there are always going to be people like that. I really think this is not very likely. I think people rumoring about the demise of Elon Musk are being a little bit extreme. And I don't think that's a discussion that we need to have at this point. And I look forward to more visionary outcomes from Elon Musk. Though I am already very grateful for the work that he's done, as I imagine many are, at SpaceX and Tesla and Twitter, now X, and otherwise. So there you have it. That's my take on this. Any short-term catalyst probably is just to buy the dip, okay? Anyway, thank you so much. Obviously, not personalized financial advice. Even though I'm a licensed financial advisor, that is not personalized financial advice for you. Instead, check out the programs linked down below on building your wealth for my tricks for building your wealth, access to me and course member live streams, and stay tuned. In the future, we may actually have personalized financial advice offerings, as well as my real estate startup coming soon at househack.com. You can pre-sign up if you want to be notified for when that is ready to launch. That'll, in my opinion, be the Berkshire Hathaway / Vanguard of real estate. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon. Goodbye. Now, I want you to know this. When it comes to AI, time is what's going to make you money. And if you can prove that value to an employer, you'll always be able to be employed. So this is another way of making sure that you don't get replaced by artificial intelligence. If you can master AI by starting on the ground floor, let's go.